Hi friends, welcome to Mind Wellness Everyday. Today's video is meant for you to be able to interact with different people and still not let that interaction affect you adversely in any manner. Many a times you find that we interact with different people in a day and we collect their vibes. We are actually being influenced by what they're saying for us. And this is unavoidable. We land up in a miserable mood afterwards after meeting some people. So how to actually interact with everybody and yet not get influenced by any negativity that is around you? This is what we are going to understand today in this video, the process of how to do it. So this is another key that will help you to unlock your happiness, do away with the unhappiness of the interaction, live your life more fully, happily and more better. So if you haven't yet subscribed to Mind Wellness Everyday, please do subscribe, because this channel is going to help you each day to have a more blissful and more happy life, and different methods will be given to you to live it in that manner. Friends, many a times when we interact with different people, this lands up into unhappiness. We may feel happy also, or we may feel extremely sad also meeting different people, depending on how they treat us, what they're doing with us, or how they're talking with us, what kind of interaction happens. All this lands us up into some good or bad mood depending on the situation. Like, you take an example, you were awake whole night making a presentation for your office, and the next day you go and give the presentation. Your colleagues appreciate it a lot. It has been definitely a good presentation, but your boss fails to appreciate you. In this process, what happens? Your mood is off, you sulk and you start feeling unhappy about the situation. In this situation, you put the blame on the boss for your mood because he did not appreciate, you felt bad, and that's why your day is going bad. This is how the process starts, and the blame also on the other person is there. Actually, the source of this unhappiness is lying within your own self. Without even realizing that you are the source of unhappiness, you are becoming unhappy and putting the blame on somebody else. The source of unhappiness was your expectation that the boss will appreciate you. It was the expectation of the emotional support, or you can say the pleasure that the boss was supposed to provide you by appreciating, which did not happen, and that's why your mood was bad. This happens with us many a times in a day because we are putting the burden of our own happiness or unhappiness on somebody else. In the situation of the presentation, there could be two possibilities why your boss did not appreciate. One thing is probably he himself was in a bad mood. He had a fight at home and he has landed up in office with that bad mood. Or secondly, it could be that it is his temperament, it is his own method of behavior that basically he never appreciates anyone. In either of the situations, it was not your fault, and you should not feel sad for him not appreciating. In the first situation, if usually he is a good appreciating boss, and now suddenly on this day, even though your presentation went well, he did not appreciate, then what to do? Then basically you have to try and understand that maybe today he is in a bad mood and I should just leave that where it was, leave it in the conference room, and when I'm at my desk, forget it. Second thing is, if he is a usual personality who never appreciates but only criticizes, this could also be the type of personality. Then again, it is not your fault that he did not appreciate. You did your best. The person you are dealing with is of a personality who never appreciates. So we have to accept that personality as it is. So these are the two ways. One thing, understand the other person. Second thing is, know that the personality is that way and we cannot do anything. We cannot change that person. But we have to simply accept. So once you get this understanding that no, I have to deal with this situation in a very matured way, I have to understand either of the situations, I should not be unhappy. I did my best, it went well, and everybody is feeling happy about it. One person not appreciating doesn't spoil the entire story. So once you do that, the unhappiness quickly vanishes. So the most important thing in this situation was you had a cutting off of a mental bond. There was a bond which you formed with an expectation that yes, he should appreciate me or she should appreciate me in the office. So basically what has happened is you created a mental bonding with that person because of this appreciation. Once you cut off this mental bond with that person, stop expecting something on an emotional level from him or her, it becomes very simple to interact with different people. Now this is a situation in office. Could be that you are dealing with such type of people even in your home or with your friends or any of these sort of interactions. Many a times we focus our attention outwardly that he should do this for me, she should do this for me, and that too when they're doing it for me, they should do in a specific pattern, only then I start feeling happy. So we are keeping so many conditions on people when they are doing something for us. Even in appreciation, we expect words to be of a typical type sometimes. So what happens is, all these expectations, people around you will just forget in 2 minutes when you probably shout at them or you are angry on them or whatever the situation is. If anything you are putting forth as, you can say, a reaction to that expectation is going to trigger your anger, it is going to make you more unhappy, and you are the one who is going to suffer. They will forget in a minute's time. Your boss, who did not accept probably did not appreciate the presentation, is not even thinking of you the next minute you are out of the conference room. But the whole day you spend thinking of why he did not appreciate or why she did not appreciate me, and then you are going into a bad mood because of your own expectation, because of your own, you can say, unhappy thoughts. You are focusing more on something which does not have much of importance. Now till now I was talking about the situations or people where probably you are dealing with normal people. They have their own ups and downs of moods in the day, just like you have yours. They also are going through different situations which have reactions or which have probably the effect on the interaction with what you are dealing with them. But there could be also possibilities that there are personality types who are having a kind of, you can say, all the time being jealous, all the time being in a bad mood. They are trying to pick up fights and they are trying to create melodrama. You could be dealing with such people in your home or in your office or anywhere around. Now what happens with such type of people? If you keep reacting, if you keep feeling guilty, or if you keep expecting that they will react in a positive way, it is going to only trigger unhappiness within you. Let's say one of your family members is very critical of whatever you do. Each time they're just criticizing, nothing else. You do the way you do it in the A pattern, they criticize. You do it according to the B pattern, also they criticize. You do it C pattern, also they criticize. So no matter what you're doing it, they are criticizing. So they find faults in everything whatever you do. This is not your problem. This is the problem of the other person. It is their personality which is critical, overly critical you could say, and they are pushing that criticism on somebody who is around. You are just one of, you can say, the person in their life who is existing in front of them, and so they're criticizing. It is nothing to do with you most of the times. So if you start understanding that this is how their personality is, then the most important way to keep yourself happy is to cut off the emotional expectation and the emotional bond. Don't expect a positive reaction from a negative person. The person is going to be critical of whatever you're saying. So if you sit and expect that someday this person is going to appreciate, forget it. The person is not going to appreciate you, or even if you get that small appreciation once in a while, let's say in 1 year, twice you're getting or you're feeling that appreciation, what is the point? 98 times out of 100 you're going to be hurt because you expect from the wrong person the wrong emotion. So cut off that mental bond, cut off the emotional level bond with those people, and stop expecting anything positive from these type of negative personalities. So this is the secret way of keeping yourself happy in every situation, that your interactions with people become more smooth, more understandable and more mature when you understand the fact that people are different. Your reaction should not be based on an expectation which is preconceived, which is you can say you have in your mind earlier before you even interact with that person. So expect something which is on a very modest level, or don't expect anything from a person. Just be in that situation and face the situation as it comes. Also, don't keep thinking upon those you can say thoughts which are giving you a negative impact. If somebody did not appreciate, forget it. You're getting appreciation from somebody, be happy about it. If you have unhappiness coming, just forget it. If you have happiness coming, try and be more inclined towards accepting it and being more appreciative about it. So this is the most important way in which you can keep yourself happy, interacting with different people and still not getting affected by their behavior. So cut off your mental bonds from unwanted situations and unwanted people. So hopefully this video will help you in your interactions. If you have any questions about these type of situations, you can write in the comments below, or you could also email me at mindwellnesseveryday@gmail.com. Okay friends, take care. Thank you so much.